Welcome everybody to the Secret Comics Presents Indiegogo. This book is written by me, Nasser Rabadi, and drawn by the fantastic Jason Robinson. Our book contains 4 horror stories, Charlie Finds a Friend, There's Nothing to Be Scared of, Don't Open the Box, and A Knife in Darkness. For this relaunch, we've also extended our comic book from 20 pages to 22 pages, with the potential to add some behind-the-scenes extras if we hit our stretch goals. Order today and discover what terrors are lurking within.
Hello everybody, this is Jason Robinson from Illustration by Design, and I'm joined today by John Dillard from Dillard Draws, also the creator of The Buckler, which is also found on Indiegogo right now. So I'm going to be continuing my inking of page 13 of Secret Comics Presents, but I just wanted John here to keep my live stream lively instead of the usual boring one that it is when I'm just drawing by myself. So say hello, John.
You didn't tell me that. You told me you wanted to hang out with me.
Well, that too. Yeah. So, kill 2 birds. That sort of thing.
That's terrible. I thought you liked me for me.
You're okay.
I don't care. I'm more than happy as long as you don't have any jazz music playing in the background. I'll stay as long as you want.
That reminds me. Hold on, folks. I'll play it right now.
Shit.
But are you gonna be working on your book while we hang out, or
yeah,
not?
I'm actually working on something a little secret right now, so I can't share my script. I told you this already.
I know, but you said you were almost done.
I said give me 20 minutes. It's been 5.
Okay, fine. Anyway, in the meantime, let me show you my my Indiegogo campaign, and we'll see where it is at this point. Hold on. Let's see. Add stream. Oh, there it is. Yay. Okay, right now we're at $5,236 with 201 backers. I want to thank the 4 backers who joined the campaign since last night. I really appreciate it, and we're hoping to get even higher. We have 26 days left, and as you can see here on the right-hand side, there's several different tiers. You have the featured tier where you can get 2 comics and be on the thank you page inside the book. Here's some of the art on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side of the page. And here's the cover of the book. Here's the variant cover. And here's some of the pages below it. So the link to the campaign is in the description. It's secret-comics.com. And also, I'm going to put the banner right there at the bottom of your screen. You see it slowly ticking by, so please go to that link, www.secret-comics.com, and please support the book. We can't make this book a success without your support, and I want to thank everybody who has so far helped us along. So, with that said, I'm going to start drawing, and I guess, John wants to talk about anything. He is more than welcome to, and I'll try to pipe in with my 2 cents.
That's not how a conversation works. You're supposed to talk with me while you're drawing.
Well, I'll talk with you. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I mean, otherwise, I'm just gonna be like reading your chat. Since you don't want any hot topics on this channel.
Well, I don't want to upset too many people. That's like I said. Nasser does that enough already. So I want people to be drawn into buying the book.
I just want people to like me.
I just want people to like me, John. I just want to be winsome. So,
you want to be what?
Winsome. Hello? Still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Why?
Okay. He stopped talking.
I was trying to pull up your video on YouTube so that I could then in turn go and share it out on Twitter.
Oh, please do.
And let all of my rabid fans know if they want to see my my beautiful drawings, my handsome face, and listen to my sultry voice, they can come over here to Jiminy Cricket's channel.
That's awesome. Hey, are you watching Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Yep.
So what do you think so far?
Give me 1 second. I'm still typing.
Oh, my gosh. See, he wants to have a conversation. Then when I try to start a conversation, he doesn't want to talk.
Now, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, have they put out the next episode yet?
I don't know. I haven't checked. It may not come out until 3, but it may come out at midnight. I'm not sure. Actually, it might be 3. It might be 3 Eastern Standard Time and midnight your time.
The last one that I saw was the episode where they were doing the old, the let's save the local Y montage of let's fix up this boat.
Oh yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, it was sort of dopey.
So is that the last one that came out?
Yeah, that was the last one. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm all caught up on it then.
Yeah.
Just in case you were wondering. But is there something you would, in particular, that you're having a grievance with?
Well, yeah. I mean, I like the show in general, but the whole heavy-handed, race garbage is just like it's killing it for me because it's not necessary. It's like this. It's like that whole subplot is like overshadowing the main plot of the story, which is the terrorists, and like especially last episode, it's just like, why are you wasting so much time? I mean, they're showing Bucky, who's like 100 and some odd years old, spouting like Black Lives Matter nonsense. And I'm just like, the guy was raised in the 1920s. He's not gonna buy into this stuff, realistically. So I was just like, a little too heavy-handed.
Like what Black Lives Matter stuff are you talking about?
No way he's having that conversation with Sam on the, in front of the old,
when he's telling Sam that he doesn't have any idea what it's like to be a black man in a white man's world.
Yeah, and he like apologizes to Sam for for being almost for being white. It's like, I'm sorry. It's like, wait, shut up. Quit. You're the Winter Soldier. Quit being so soy.
It's true.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. But and then earlier in the season, I think like episode 2, they had that whole thing where they visit the can't remember his name, the black super soldier, and then as soon as they leave his house, they start bickering and on the sidewalk, and the cops roll up and they ask Bucky if Sam is bothering him just because they're like arguing on a sidewalk, in a black neighborhood. It's like the cops don't do that. So yeah, it was a little annoying. But other than that, the action is very good. So which is why I watch superhero movies to begin with. So I'm really.
So you should have no problem then at all.
No, I always have a problem, but if they focus on superheroics, I'm fine. But once they start sort of shoehorning in, critical race theory stuff, and I'm like, save that for, I don't know,
your mama.
Save the drama for your mama. But save it for a show that I just don't want to watch. I want to like this show, so don't ruin it for me with your divisive nonsense. So
divisive, that's a nice word. I like that.
Thank you. I just looked it up. I have the source right next to me.
No, I mean I like the show.
Yeah,
I think it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that episode and I kind of actually made me kind of squirm in my chair a little bit. I was like, oh god, what am I watching? But I think overall, if you really think about the show, really think about it, I like it. I believe they're turning Sam into the first black supervillain. I think that's going to be good.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far, but it's an interesting take.
What do you think that they're making him out to be heroic when he's siding with terrorists?
Well, that was bad. That's another thing. It's like I don't.
Right, he's turning into a super villain, which I love. I love super villain.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gone the way of like Scarlet Witch in WandaVision. I mean they straight up made her a super villain in that show. If you've seen it, I don't know.
I've seen the show.
Yeah, I mean, I was like at the end of the show, I was like mad because they completely turned her into a super villain, and they made.
Well, there's a real big lack of compelling villains, super villains in this universe. I think that turning Sam.
They just write one, you know.
Yeah. You turn Sam or Wanda into a supervillain, make them, you already got these characters. They're already established. I mean, they don't have the star power to carry a solo show, let alone a solo movie.
Yeah.
If you already have the character, why not? It's not like they're keeping strictly to the comics anyway to begin with, like never were.
Yeah, no, yeah. But
so why not have them be supervillains? It'd be great.
Yeah, but then they have 2 supervillains on the show. Then no, they have 3, actually 4.
No. Bucky's not going to turn. He's not.
No, not Bucky. No, they have 4 supervillains on the show. Okay, on Falcon and Winter Soldier. And I will make a prediction right now who one of them is. The 4 supervillains on the show are 5 actually. Yeah, I got a lot of them on the show. You got Zemo.
Jim, you're supposed to be drawing. Stop gesturing with your hands.
I know. I'm trying to get my tablet to work. I can't draw and work my tablet at the same time. So. Oh, okay. I'm not a multitasker. I'm a guy. I can only do one thing at a time, John.
I understand. I'm sorry.
But yeah. So you got Sam. If you want to call Sam a supervillain, you got Sam. You got Zemo. You got John Walker.
No, they're turning Zemo into a hero.
No, he's already killed so many people. He doesn't care. Bad. He's a cool supervillain. He's like Dr. Doom.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. So you got Sam, you got Zemo, you got John Walker, you got that little girl who's blowing people up for fun.
Yeah, and what is that girl? What is she? Is she an albino?
No, basically, yeah. She's black. She's mixed.
She looks like a black girl, but also in some way a ginger.
Right, yeah, she's mixed. She's like half black, half white, and she got freckles because of it.
So she's considered like high yellow.
Yeah, she's high yellow. Yeah.
Okay.
High brown. Yeah. High is 57. But and then the 5th supervillain of the show is Sharon Carter.
Is she a supervillain? Is she supposed to be the? Is she going to be the?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So that's my prediction.
So it's kind of like there's nobody to root for because they're all just shitty people.
I'm still rooting for Bucky. I feel bad for Bucky because he has to.
Bucky just lost. Bucky lost to some random security guard from Wakanda.
Yeah, he lost to a bunch of Wakandan mall cops.
It's like she wasn't even like a. She wasn't even like. Let me be honest with you here. Okay.
He turned his arm off and it dropped to the ground.
He was like, no. You remember the you remember the girl Michonne, right, from The Walking Dead, the one that was
they're gonna change his name to Cucky.
I mean, they had better. But you remember Michonne, right, from The Walking Dead? She had the starring role. She had the starring role, and she was one of the big names in Wakanda. She was like the leader of the group of security guards.
Yeah.
Now she was never like a supporting actor in her own film in a Marvel universe, right? She was a side character,
right?
I like if they were giving out awards, she would not be eligible for supporting actress.
Yeah.
The Winter Soldier, Bucky, not only was he in multiple movies, but he was, he was the bad guy. He was the main villain. He was the supporting actor.
Right. Yes.
In the Captain America Civil War.
Yeah.
Okay. And also the Winter Soldier. Okay, so he had a movie named after him. All right, so he's a bigger star.
Yes.
Right?
Correct.
Why couldn't they get Michonne to show up and be the one that would have made it okay? Because she was the leader of the security group, right?
Right, but the girl who they got was in she was in Civil War. Okay. As the same role. Jesus Christ. Wakandan security guard.
But okay, I get
you remember?
I think she's not the star.
I understand that, but
the biggest name of the security guards was Michonne. I don't know her real name.
I understand. Yeah.
if they got her, who was the leader,
Right.
she was the one walking around with T'Challa.
Right, I understand, but you wouldn't expect the military leader of a country to go chasing after.
If they're dealing with a superhero of that caliber, like the Winter Soldier, you bet your ass they better show up. If she's the most skilled, she was M Night. Why didn't they put her in Endgame down there fighting with all the other girls?
I don't know. Maybe she was
no, because she was the most skilled. That's why they had her there. She's the head honcho. Why are you fighting with me on this?
Where's T'Challa? Why wasn't he there?
This should have been This is a very easy thing to grasp.
But yeah, it was cool. It was cool that they, got the Wakandans in there and everything. I overall, I like the show overall. It's just, a lot of the moral. I don't know.
It's a very layered show. There's a lot to unpack, Jim.
I don't know if it's layered so much as the morality of the characters, or maybe the writers who are writing the characters, is questionable. So that is my issue with it. But it's a good show. For a show that's only six episodes, they packed a lot in it, and I'm generally happy with it.
Well, I'm glad you were happy with it.
Yeah, me too. If I'm happy,
I just want them to take this very. Look, I understand that it's a nice trope to deal with black folks and them having money issues.
That's stupid. Yeah,
but I really don't want to see that from some guy who's freaking has been battling with multi-billionaires and has the opportunity to do anything he wants. Is he so altruistic that he won't use in any capacity his abilities and connections to make some money?
Exactly.
Come on.
It made zero sense. The guy is like world famous. People in the Middle East are like walking up to him asking for his autograph and selfies with him, and he goes back to his little podunk small bank in his hometown in Louisiana, and they won't give him a loan.
I know. It was like Tobey Maguire going into the bank with Aunt May trying to get a loan.
Exactly. Seriously, it's like they know he's the guy who just saved the entire universe, but we can't give you a $10,000 loan to fix your boat because your reasons. Right. Whatever.
Well, it's not just against the policy. They don't want it. They don't even want to acknowledge the fact that he saved the world because because I'm a black man. That's why.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with your people, Jim.
Oh man. People are in the chat. Dang. Let's see. Jeff Potts says, I really think they sort of screwed the pooch on Walker. They made him this cardboard cutout of an arrogant a-hole. That's true. Yeah, I just don't think they had enough time to make him a well-rounded character, or they just didn't want to. It's only 6 episodes. I figure, we'll just turn him into a psychopath, like, second episode in, which was really weird because he starts off as a good guy, and then like the third episode, they like switch gears, and all of a sudden he's like some sort of twitchy weirdo who acts like he's on drugs. It was odd. So, and Jeff Potts says Zemo, however, they did a good job. Yeah, no, I really like what they did with Zemo.
Well, Zemo's a good actor. He kind of chewed up that scenery.
He did, especially that dance scene. They like it became an instant meme. It was so funny.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jeff Potts says, yeah, the ultimate super soldier assassin who beat the crap out of Captain America got his arm taken away from him in a second-rate fight. That's true. Joshua Hughes says maybe Bucky was holding back because he respects women. That's very possible.
That's a bad plan.
He was equal opportunity. He wanted to be equitable towards the black women from Wakanda. Hey, Joseph McKeever's here. He says, hey, Dillard. He doesn't say hello to me, though. That's strange.
Well, because I told him that I would be streaming later today, but I was about to start streaming, and then I saw that you were saying in the chat of what's his name's chat that you were going to go streaming in like 20 minutes. Like, let me not stream,
Oh, thank you, Dillard. Good thing I invited you.
I was like, oh, look at that. Jim invited me.
Yay.
We go hang out over there.
Okay, yay. I'm glad you did. Joshua says, not that much buddy cop stuff in the show like it was advertised. There's a fair amount of it. I mean, I don't want it to be, Lethal Weapon, the superhero edition, but it was pretty cool. I mean, I enjoyed the dynamic between the two, when they're bickering and stuff. Joseph
What
McKeever.
the hell do you have against Lethal Weapon?
Well, how old is it? 40 years old now. Joseph McKeever says, "Wait, really? How do you mess up an obvious buddy cop combo?" Easily. I mean, just have two characters who aren't charismatic or likable.
It was like Turbo and Ozone, and they were trying to save the rec center.
Turbo and Ozone.
You don't know Turbo and Ozone?
The name's familiar, but what was that from?
From Breakin'.
Oh, Breakin'.
And Breakin' 2, Electric Boogaloo.
I was like, wait a second. I haven't heard that. I haven't heard those names in 40 years. What the hell? Sounds familiar, but where do I know them from? That was a great film.
And it's a Special K.
Yeah, it was a great film.
That was a fantastic film, a cinematic tour de force.
Still waiting for the end of the trilogy. Jeff Potts says, I also always liked what?
He ended it. He's dead. He just died recently.
No, they can bring him back. They got CGI. they did it with Fast and Furious 9. Jeff Potts says, I always like the back and forth of Bucky and Sam. I think the concept of the Falcon and Winter Soldier is a good thing, but the crappy writing and Force agenda have soiled this series. I kind of agree. And I never liked the idea of Sam being Captain America, because Captain America can't be a normal guy. Because if he could, there would have been tons of Captain Americas while Steve was a capsicle, from the 40s until 2010. They would have just given some other, soldier a shield and tossed him out there, but they couldn't because he would have gotten killed on the first day. That's the whole point. That's why they gave him the serum in the first place, because a normal person can't do what Captain America does. So,
I don't even like seeing Falcon fight with these supers at all. And the thing is, like, okay, I understand. I have the same problem I have with Batman, right?
Right.
I love Batman solo. When Batman's with the team, come on, and they do a pretty good job in the Justice League movie of having him step aside and be away from danger.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's no, you're right, because it was good, because that whole final battle with what was his name? Steppenwolf. Batman was nowhere to be seen when they were fighting that guy.
As it should be.
Yeah, right, because he would have gotten killed.
And the thing is, like, I get it that how do I say this? I don't want to sound stupid, even though I probably will.
Go ahead.
I saw in the episode when they were all fighting together, a super soldier, fighting Falcon and punch him square in the chest and send him sprawling backwards. That should have been the end of his life.
Yeah.
Why is he still alive? He's not super. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, anytime a super soldier hits a normal person, it should have been like what happened to I guess what's his name's Battlestar, John Walker's partner. Should have been, but it should have been street pizza.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, so the whole concept of Sam like practicing in his backyard with a shield, that was just, dude.
Yeah, that was the dumbest thing ever.
You wouldn't be able to figure out how to make that shield bounce right back to you. It's not Mjolnir, it's not magic. It doesn't magically return to whoever throws it. You have to like calculate angles in order to make that thing do what you want it to do. And the only reason that Steve Rogers could do it because his brain is like super jacked by the serum he took.
You're saying black people can't do math?
Well, unless they have the super soldier serum, not that type of math. So
yeah, no, there's no way. And they're stretching it, and the most logical thing is, be Captain America.
Right.
Do it. I don't care. Do it. But take the super soldier syndrome.
Yeah, exactly.
Have somebody drop one on the floor, and maybe you got it
Right.
Maybe if push comes to shove, somebody broke it over you. Maybe Bucky fought you and then broke it and poured it into your mouth when you were on the floor. You know what I mean? Make it be that you didn't want it.
Maybe,
you know,
or maybe you get shot and Bucky has to give you a blood transfusion. Do something.
Yeah, it's just you can't keep up with these people.
Yeah,
they're supers.
Exactly. It'd be like giving Sam.
It's as ridiculous as Hawkeye.
Well, Hawkeye's kind of the same way. I mean, whenever he's in a fight with
yeah, but people actually acknowledge it. They make fun of Hawkeye actively.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But it'd be like giving Sam like the Black Panther suit, and then he's like the new Black Panther just because he's wearing a cat suit. It's like it doesn't work that way.
Cat suit. You stupid.
Saying. So, but I'm looking forward to seeing what they. I mean, I know what they're going to do. I mean, they're going to give him the comic costume and then have him fly in and save the day, and it's just, I don't know, it's just silly. You have a normal guy chasing after and fighting a whole slew of super soldiers, and he's going to end up winning, and I'm just going to be like, yeah, no.
No, I feel you. It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, that's okay.
Everything's gonna be all right.
Yeah, I know. I've seen worse stuff. Trust me. I have decades of watching really bad TV shows and movies under my belt.
I know you're trying to pawn them all off on me.
No, I'm not. I'm just telling you the halfway decent stuff like Dracula. Except for episode 3. Don't watch that one.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. It's too late though. You already saw it.
Yeah, I did.
Sucker.
Stupid ass Jim.
Let's see. Oh, people in the chat are still going on. Dang. Joshua Hughes asks, did you hear about how they had to cut out the original main plot of the show? No, I didn't. I don't know what that is. Jeff Potts says, I always like the back and forth of. Oh, okay. Okay. You already did that one. Jeff Potts says, I'm at the point where they should put the stupid shield back in the freaking museum. Yeah, kind of. Joshua Hughes says there was supposed to be a pandemic, and the flag smashers were stealing vaccines to give to the poor or something, but edited it out because of COVID. Oh, wow. Okay, that's interesting. Jeff Potts says that they pumped several vials of the serum into Steve Rogers in the first Captain America movie, along with the whole tech process, yet Walker takes one vial and boom, he's a super soldier. Well, they explain that in the story. The scientist that Zemo killed explained that he had taken the original Captain America serum and he had refined it to what he called its perfect form.
Yeah, there's a bunch of science. They've been working on this super soldier serum for decades. I mean, you're not gonna they didn't use the same exact computer they had back in 1941 that took up 3 warehouses worth of vacuum tubes. No.
Yeah. So it's a refined,
streamlined now.
It's streamlined, refined version of the formula where he says, person takes it, they're not going to get bigger. Like Steve turned from like a scrawny, 5'6" guy into a 6'2" buff guy. The new serum that this guy developed, you just take it, you still look normal, but you have the powers of.
That's ridiculous, right there.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. They just don't want to make people work out.
No, it's not. It's true. I saw it on the episode. That little girl, she looked the same. So. Joseph McKeever says, or for plot, like take a fake super soldier serum that isn't as good. And then he asks, is that the John Mears Dracula or the terrible Netflix one? The terrible Netflix one. Actually, I keep saying the first 2 episodes are good. The third one's garbage. So yes, I am inkening Mark Anthony. Pretty poorly at the moment, but hopefully I'll be able to pull together. Still working on my inking.
I'm holding out hope.
Yeah, good. Thank you. So, are you going to watch the new Mortal Kombat?
Is that already out?
Not yet. I don't think so. I think it comes out the end of the month. So next. So
if I signed up to HBO Max for the King Kong movie, I'm gonna have to pay another month in order to get this one, right?
don't know. I mean, I think it comes out on the 30th. So if you if you check it out that last day, you'll be good. I think. But it looks good. The first 7 minutes are on YouTube to watch. So.
I saw that. I watched the first 7 minutes.
That was cool. I liked it. I guess so. I do miss the cheesy CGI from the first movie, though.
I don't think you do.
Yes, I do.
You're just trying to make me angry.
I love cheesy CGI. Makes me feel better about myself.
You liked Reptile from the...
Oh, that was the best.
Stupid, look like Crash Bandicoot.
Mm-hmm. He did. Oh man, you're bringing back fond memories.
Yeah, that was an awful movie. And people have like this memory of it. They think of it like it was better than it was, simply because the second movie was so bad.
So bad. Oh my gosh.
They were like, by comparison, the first movie was better. It's not much to compare it to, though.
Yeah, I know, but still, the second movie was so terrible that it does make the first one look like, The Matrix. It's just like, it's like I was shocked because I saw the first movie and I was like, this isn't bad, I mean, special effects aren't the greatest, but it's a cool movie. The actors don't know kung fu really, but that's fine. It's a fun movie. And then I saw the second one. I was just like,
no, this is why people remember the first one with rose-colored glasses, because the first one was no good. The kung fu was bad.
Some of it was good.
No, it was not. Goro, no, it wasn't. Goro looked terrible.
Oh my God, what? I've seen the original one several times since then, because it's always on TV.
Well, the thing is, the original one, Goro was a puppet.
I know, it looked great.
It was awful.
You're looking at it through 2021 eyes. You're not looking at it.
I saw it when it came out. What are you talking about?
Gosh, when it came out, it was awesome. I was like, whoa, this is cool.
No, what was awesome was the song for the movie.
Oh, the song was cool too.
That's why people remembered that movie fondly.
Oh, come on.
Solely because of the song.
You on? That's like saying that people only remember Ninja Turtles 2 fondly because of Vanilla Ice.
No, because Ninja Turtles 2 song Go Ninja Go, whatever, was not in the actual clubs being played. Mortal Kombat song
maybe
was.
not the clubs you went to.
And none of these crazy heterosexual clubs.
You didn't go to those clubs.
But no, the Mortal Kombat song was so popular and so famous. That's what made people remember that movie with okay, it's good. I liked it. Whatever.
Yeah, and the martial arts in Goro.
No, martial arts were terrible. The acting was terrible. Goro looked like shit. Reanimated shit.
Oh no.
He looked gaunt. He looked very thin. He looked malnourished.
Who did?
Goro.
Goro? He's a puppet.
I understand that, but you do realize they're trying to make the puppet look like the character from the game, right?
I never played the game, so it didn't matter to me. He looked cool.
He looked foolish. The only saving grace of that whole movie was Shang Tsung.
Oh, also the hot chick playing Sonya.
No, she was not hot.
What?
She was just the only not hideously ugly one there.
Oh gosh, John.
She suffered from Angelina Jolie syndrome, where she's going around hitting grown men and pretending that grown men are making falls like that she actually can hurt them.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I hate that. It's that.
No, you love it. You just said you loved it.
No. I hate that in movies when they get people who obviously don't know martial arts. It's like you ever see the Iron Fist TV series on Netflix?
No.
It was so bad. It was horrible because the guy they got to play Iron Fist clearly never threw a punch in his life.
Oh,
never.
You're talking about the Marvel Iron Fist.
Yeah, the Marvel one. Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that one. Actually.
It was terrible.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all.
It's horrible because the guy clearly did not know martial, and he's fighting people. They have like stunt people who obviously do know martial arts, and he's fighting them and he's beating them, and you're just watching and just saying no. It's like, these people would like smear him into the ground, and
he looks like, you know what he looked like? He looked like somebody that should be like going around picking up cans, not because he was homeless, but because he's worried about the environment.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Totally lame hipster. Trust fund baby.
Yeah.
So
I didn't like his hair.
You didn't like his fro? His blonde fro?
I didn't like his curly hair.
But
Joseph McKeever is saying hashtag not my Danny Rand.
yeah, definitely not. Terrible. But I love Into the Badlands. I thought that was a great show.
Let's see. Mark Anthony says the game models are not all that great either. They're not. And he says, how many of them were actually martial artists?
All of them.
I don't know. And I know you're going to try to put some sort of spin on this.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to let you do it.
Okay, go ahead.
Because there is one character that is usually everybody's favorite from the game, right?
Yeah.
And there's a very specific character that Mortal Kombat is known for by the name of Scorpion.
Oh, yeah. He's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
And they turned his little spear rope thing into some sort of an animal.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I remember that. Yeah, that was interesting. Like he was part of the alien.
That's a funny word to use for that. Interesting.
Well, I forgot all about the whole like little mouth thing that would go snapping at people when it reached them.
Yeah, it was like Dr. Octopus's tentacle, like talking to him and stuff. I was like,
yeah, or like the alien from Sigourney Weaver's movie. It's like what?
Yeah, if the alien, if it popped out of its hand by magic.
Yeah. But yeah,
that movie was so bad.
So bad we got a sequel 20 some odd years later.
Who is Renly Baratheon's chest? Who is Renly Baratheon?
Well, where do you see that?
Ray Thulu is saying no. He doesn't look like he should be picking up cans. He looked like he should be shaving Renly Baratheon. Oh, it's from the Game of Thrones, the gay king, the one that wanted to be king.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never watched Game of Thrones, so.
Yeah. They had a very intense scene where they're shaving each other because they want their relations to be extra hot.
Ew, yuck. Yeah. Glad I skipped it. My wife watched it, but I don't know. Game of Thrones was too. I saw some scenes from it. And I was just like, that's not my cup of tea. It's too.
Well, now you know why she's coming in and like trying to shave your chest.
Better not. I like my chest fro.
It says Kano. Not sure you could really call him a martial artist.
Oh, Kano. None of them were martial arts except for the guy who played. What was his name? Kung Lee or
Liu Kang.
Liu Kang, thank you. But it was good enough. Of course, what's his name made that movie? Christopher Lambert.
What does he do? What
Highlander.
has he done? Oh God, no! Oh my God!
What? It's the main reason to watch the movie. Guy's a legend. Award-winning actor Christopher Lambert. Still awake?
I'm deciding whether or not to go inside.
Joshua Hughes says Jiminy just watched the sex scenes of. You're talking about Game of Thrones. I was like, I don't think there are any sex scenes in Mortal Kombat.
But Christopher Lambert, he's just so damn cringe. It's like watching those. It's like watching one of those guys that does like the no touch knockouts, or watching those guys that are like, they're white guys that grew up in Malibu, but they're like super into their own chi, and they like have.
You mean
they have secret ancient knowledge,
Right, like David Carradine.
Yes, exactly. I can't stand it. It's so damn cringe.
No, he just liked collecting paychecks. He was cool. He's like
He
sort
was
of like
not cool. What the?
he is cool. It's like Sean Connery. Like Sean Connery will pop up in movies like playing like Arabs and stuff, and he wouldn't even bother changing his accent. He wouldn't care. He's just like, hey, it's a paycheck. I'll do it. Like Samuel L. Jackson now. He'll do anything for a buck. He shows up at kids' birthday parties. Happy birthday. What's my $50?
$50 though.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't handle it. It's
Sam Jackson's got to eat. So
hashtag feed Sam Jackson.
yeah.
But I feel like I don't know. I feel like
What?
when I watched the trailer
Yes. For this new movie?
for the new movie, right?
Yeah.
For the new Mortal Kombat, it looked good, and I think that they are trying really hard to focus real heavily on the fan favorites, which are Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Mhm.
And it could be good. It could be. I don't know. The thing is, I'm not a real big Mortal Kombat fanatic. So if they mess it up, I'm not going to be like, oh,
Right.
my Mortal Kombat,
Right. Me either.
Well, I'm not like Jimmy. He died in the wool.
I'm not.
But-
I just want to see good martial arts and cool action scenes and awesome finishing moves. So as long as they do that, I'm happy.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm not picky. I'm not hard to please. Just give me what I want, and I'll be happy.
She said,
Give me what I want.
"You son of a bitch! You give me what's mine."
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I can't think of a way, like in my head, because I can't think of a way where they can. I can't think of a way where they can make it good and also make it. I don't know.
You want a well-written Mortal Kombat movie? Is that what you're demanding?
No, I'm not requesting a well-written anything. I guess what I'm saying is I can't think of a way they could make it that would make me really anticipate and want to watch it. I probably will.
Uh-huh.
I don't think there's anything that I could see that would make me get excited over it.
Okay.
That's all.
Maybe they will surprise you and do it. I don't know how, but they might.
They may.
So, but I'm looking forward to it. If nothing else, it won't be any worse than the first one. So, keep your expectations low, Diller, and then.
I mean, that's what they said about the second one. Imagine it's worse than the second one.
Well, I don't know. I have faith. Going by the first 7 minutes, it's already beaten both movies. So
that's true. I did like it. I did like.
Keep my fingers crossed.
I thought that because I haven't played Mortal Kombat in a long time.
Right.
Because I don't really know the stories.
Well, there's no real story. It's just they're guys fighting,
Well, no, the video games actually have long, very involved stories.
Oh, really? Okay, I don't know them either. Then I'm just like, yeah.
I'm saying I don't really know the stories, but I thought that like Scorpion was the bad guy and Sub-Zero was the good guy.
Depends on your perspective. I don't know. I don't know the story. I mean, maybe Scorpion had like slaughtered Sub-Zero's family, years earlier. And the scene we saw, the first 7 minutes, is Sub-Zero coming back for revenge. I don't know. So
maybe it could be. Yeah, because I was almost assuming like they were both like I guess they're both from ninja clans that essentially just are assassins, right?
Right. Yeah.
But that like a Scorpion was like doing everybody dirty all the
time. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do because I noticed that in the movie. That's Sub-Zero is Chinese, whereas Scorpion is Japanese. So I don't know how that plays into the whole thing, but
yeah, and I think in one of the video games, I forget, I think it was called Tales of Sub-Zero or something.
Uh-huh.
It was like he had his own like clan where everybody was like, I don't know, ice benders, whatever you want to call them.
Right.
I don't know.
Huh. So you know a lot more about it than I do. I'm just like
I don't. I mean, I played Mortal Kombat 2. I played a little bit of Mortal Kombat 3. I played Sub-Zero, Tales of Sub-Zero a little bit. I didn't beat the game. And then I played Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance.
So you played everything.
No, I played 4 games out of the library of 13 games they have, I think.
Yeah, 13 games?
Something like that.
Holy mackerel, dang.
I don't know. If you count the offshoot games, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it then. You ever see the web series they had years ago?
No.
They made a web series. It was on YouTube, and it starred 7 of 9, Jerry Ryan as Sonya, and then they had Michael Jai White as Jax. Is that his name? The guy, the black guy with one arm. Yeah. He played Jax. It was interesting. It was. I mean, for something that was just a web series, it was pretty good. But then they sort of ended it. So I'm glad they're finally coming back to doing Mortal Kombat again. It's like, ah, cool.
Yes, that's what it was called. Mark Anthony. He says that.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat Legacy, says Jason Bieber. So. And yeah, there was an animated movie, but it was less than a decade ago. There was a movie that came out just a few years ago, maybe 2 years ago. Mortal Kombat. I can't remember. It was very violent, very bloody. But
talking about a video game?
No, an actual animated cartoon.
Oh, I don't know.
That came out. I have it. I don't know. Can't remember exactly what the name of it was.
Yeah, it was called Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero. That's the one I played. Because there was this little glitch in the game. Where you could especially not you couldn't do it so much against Shao Kahn. But when you fight Goro, and you could if you got it just right, you could do it with Shao Kahn. If you pick Sub-Zero, you could stand a certain distance away and just do high punch and essentially just beat him. He doesn't have a chance to block or recover, and you guys beat him.
Yeah, they have a scene in this new movie, and it's on YouTube, where Kano's fighting some other character, and the character just like keeps doing leg sweeps on him. He just wins the fight that way. It's like Kano walks up to him, the guy just leg sweeps him. He gets up and says, I want to see you try that again. He leg sweeps him again. He does it like a third time, and then he like wins the match.
Yeah, there's also a if you time it just right with the character Melina.
Yeah.
The girl in the purple outfit.
Right,
She does this move where she'll like drop below the floor and then come out of the top of the screen with a kick.
Oh, yeah.
And if you time that just right, at like as they're getting up, they don't have a chance to like actually stand all the way up, and they still get hit.
Oh wow, cool. Yeah.
Vic here seems to be a wealth of knowledge on the lore of Mortal Kombat.
Oh, cool.
But can he sing the song?
Can he sing the song? Not that many words to it. I think there's only 2.
Okay, I finished what I was working on.
Okay.
Show it? No. I can't show this.
You can't show it.
But now I can share my screen and work on something else. What should I draw?
I don't know. Whatever you want to. Work on a buckler.
I could work on the buckler.
Do that. If you guys haven't already, go back to buckler on Indiegogo. I post a link in the chat, but I think they won't let us do that anymore.
It's true.
Dagnabbit.
All right, let me go see. Oh no, I gotta send a notification first.
Still doesn't say anything soon. I'm gonna put on my old timey swing music. Uh, let's see. Mark Anthony says, I don't know much about the lore. Last one I played was Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, I think. Yeah, I have no idea what the last time I played Mortal Kombat. I have a PS3 copy of it, but I don't know which one it is. Um, Vic says One Piece character a day or Bleach or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure would get thousands of views. How do you think guys like Kim Jong Ji art journey become so viral? Because they're awesome. They're awesome artists. Um, Interesting. Hey P Money, how you doing? Good seeing you. Our superhero gamer says, "What are you all up to besides not watching my live stream on Twitch?" Oh, well, I'm hanging out with John Dillard, who has disappeared, and yeah, and I'm working on this page for Secret Comics Presents, the book that I am currently crowdfunding. And again, link is below. Please click on it. If you haven't already backed the book, please do so. And hey, if you haven't already, also make sure to give this live stream a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
All right. So what should I draw you again? You said.
Work on the buckler. Work on your book.
Okay, let me work on the buckler then. Let me get rid of these pages so nobody can see. Nobody can see.
Let me see something here. Is there any way to? That's probably better. Gives a little more screenage, so people can see what we're working on, what we're drawing. Let's see.
All right, I'm sharing.
Share, John, share.
I already am sharing. I'm just doing flatting right now and kind of doing a little bit of coloring of backgrounds.
I can't see what you're working on.
Well, I'm sharing it.
Let's see. Oh, I have to add this to the stream. I'm sorry. I told you I'm bad at live streaming.
I thought you were joking.
No, I'm very serious. Let's see. How do I? Okay. I want to. Do I remove you? No. Add to stream. And then. No. Tag nabbit. Add to stream. Are you there?
I'm here. I mean, can you hear me?
Yeah. Give me a second here. I'm trying to get your screen onto the live stream. Add to stream. But, which is good, but all I want is your art with you talking and my art. Okay.
I can't solve all your problems, Jim.
I know.
I'm only one man, you know.
Damn it. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to remove your icon, and you let me know if you can still hear me, okay, John?
Okay.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, John?
Hear me or what?
Hold on. Can you hear me now? Say something. Yeah, it doesn't work for some reason. Dagnabbit. Oh, cool. I like your coloring. Very cool.
It looks like you're sharing me, but
I
what I would suggest there is no, never mind. I can't see your StreamYards. Never mind.
will try to explain it and see if I can figure it out while you're talking. Because right now, you're on here, I'm on here with my art, and I'm trying to figure out a way to get you on here with your art, but just sort of giving us equal time. That makes sense.
I mean, I guess so.
John Dillard, tech support. I'm just gonna put you as the main art, and then because you're the guest, So I will be in a little bitty box on the side, and people can watch you color. And that they want to see me drawing, they can get a magnifying glass and zoom in.
Jim, I'm not the one that has an active campaign. Just highlight yourself. What are you doing?
Don't you have an active campaign? Isn't the Buckler still going on?
It's in demand. It's not actively funding right now. Your book is.
Yeah. Right.
Nobody wants to see me color some.
Sure they do. Hold on.
Some YT woman.
There. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, there we go. We got, you're on there. I'm on there. Okay, that's good. People can watch you color. People can watch me draw.
Pope Raven says Biden was right about blacks not knowing how to use computers.
Shut up. Freaking Biden. Giving away all our secrets.
That's right.
Oh man, he's like the worst. Oh my gosh.
Who is Mike Mayhew?
Mike who?
An artist named Mike Mayhew. Vic says reminds me of Mike Mayhew interiors Dillard draws.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Mike Mayhew is I'm trying to remember. Well, he is a comic artist who, you ever look at Draw Magazine?
No.
Okay, it's a how-to.
I already know how to draw.
Well, it'll help you to improve your artwork. It's sort of a how-to magazine for comic artists. I think Mike Mayhew is the editor of it. Hold on, I have like a ton of those issues.
Do your work, Jiminy. What are you doing?
No, that's Mike Manley. I got them confused. But I have heard of Mike Mayhew. I don't know what he's drawn though.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go look it up. That way, I can come back all salty because it was an insult, or I can come back, all happy because it was a compliment.
Okay, you do that. Mark Anthony says, "Did you try restarting your computer?" Problem isn't the computer; it's the operator.
Oh, I know this. I know this artist. Yeah. Thank you. This is a very big compliment.
No, yeah, the name's familiar. What did he draw though? Did he work for DC? You do
Yes, he did. It looks like he worked for a couple of things, Marvel, DC.
Yeah.
I don't know who this.
I keep thinking of like Batman's Animated Adventures or something. I don't know if I'm thinking of the right guy though.
No, this is more like photorealistic stuff.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I could show you here.
Sure.
This is an example of some interior artwork from Mike Mayhew. Let me stop what I'm doing here. Let me
hold on.
just put a color down real quick. That way I can. There we go. Get out of here. Let me go up here and say edit, paste. Is it not working? Is it not working? There we go. So here's
Zoom in.
Here's Mike Mayhew interior.
Oh, heck. Dang. I don't know him at all, but wow, that's great. Sheesh.
I don't know who this. I like that he has a boob window. That's cool.
It's supposed to be gold.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it is. Oh, sheesh. Wow. I mean, the guy obviously uses models. It's great work, though. Wow. Very cool.
It is really good. So what are your plans? And why are you working with Nasser? Why don't you work with me, Jiminy?
With you? You didn't ask me.
Well,
That's
no.
That's one good reason.
Because I don't like you. So
Oh, there you go.
You know, that ain't no reason to not work with somebody.
Just because they didn't ask you, they hate you, doesn't mean you shouldn't work with them.
That's right.
No, I mean we've been sort of working on this for over a year. Because he originally asked you to help with this book. So, and you wisely turned him down. I wasn't as smart as you, and I said, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And now I'm kicking myself. So.
Well, I wanted to work on the Buckler, you see.
I want to work on something successful. So.
Well, it's not that it's successful. It's not that it's successful or not. Because, I mean, realistically, this is what I have to do. Like, there's a lot of people that want me to work on their projects and stuff, right?
Right, yeah.
And sometimes I do take on commissions, but I can't commit to doing somebody's book for them completely.
Right.
Because it has to make financial sense.
Yeah. It's a lot of work.
Well, not only that. Well, I mean, of course, everything's a lot of work. Right. But I mean, would my time be better spent doing something that's all me, all by myself, and I get all the rewards?
Right.
Or would it make more financial sense to go with somebody who has a big name and it would get me even more money in the short term, even though I'm not building my own brand? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Nasser doesn't have a big name, so.
See, the thing is, Nasser used to have a big name. Right. So I mean, like, for instance, I'm shooting straight here. Donald DeLay was nobody.
Right.
He was nobody.
Right. Yeah. And
Nasser was Ethan Van Sciver's little whipping boy, right?
Right. Yes.
Nasser was the name in that relationship.
Right. Yes.
That's why that book funded to the tune that it did. It wasn't because of Donald's work.
Exactly. Yes.
All you need is the name, and you need somebody that has semi-competent work.
Right.
So this is the reason that Donald. What?
Thanks a lot.
You don't think that you have even semi-competent work?
Oh boy.
Seems like you missed the point of what I was saying.
No, I heard you.
But
I got your backhanded compliment. Go ahead.
Jim, I know you got an ego, but we're not talking about you right now. Talking about Nasser. We're talking about Nasser and Donald DeLay. Nasser was the name. He was the face.
Yeah, I got you.
He was the popular one, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's the reason the book funded. Just like, Cash Grab is funding not because of Donald's art.
Right.
Cecil could have picked anyone that has semi-competent art. Donald just happens to be a good artist.
He's okay. I'm not a big fan of his art, but
I'm not a big fan of his Twitter personality. I think his art is good.
Yeah.
I like that style. Right. So I would say that it's good to me. Okay. I just don't like. I mute him on Twitter because I don't like hearing his. He talks a lot of real nasty stuff. You know what I mean?
He does. Okay.
Very, very crude conversations and humor.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, I don't like that.
And I'm glad I don't follow on Twitter then. So.
Right. So I mean that's why the book funded was because the name of Cecil was on it. And then there was, competent artwork that wasn't like, I'm not backing this, because you could see somebody like Narwhal, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who has very controversial style of artwork. People will say I don't think so. I know that it's controversial.
Oh, really? Well, why? Because it's so loose?
Yes.
Okay.
Because a lot of people say this looks like shit.
Oh, wow.
I know this for a fact because I've read it.
Okay.
I don't think it looks like shit. I think that you can see that he has a real strong grasp of anatomy and he plays around with it. But I also don't like the fact that he does not put any work into rendering.
Yeah, that's. I look at his work and it's obviously very, very animaic. Is that a word?
Yes, it is.
I mean, it's very.
I don't know if it's a word, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, he has a very clear, strong sense of animation, and he incorporates that in all of his work. But I also understand your what you're saying about the lack of detail. When he draws, it seems it seems almost too loose for comic books. It might work when you're looking at it 24 frames per second, but when you're looking at a still image, it's lacking. So. But I kind of like that because it has so much energy. But I can understand why some people don't. So
right. So when I said that it is controversial, I'm not lying just because I'm saying I don't like.
I didn't say you were lying.
Actually, I say I do like his work.
I didn't say you were lying.
Yeah. Well, you're trying to correct me for some reason. I don't know. I was on my soapbox and I was making a point, and you wanted to interrupt my point to interject something. I don't know. I'm still unsure what it is you were interjecting.
I do what I want.
So anyway, like I was saying,
Ray Thulu says
the name is important.
Ray Thulu said Nasser was a popular one. I'm pretty sure that's the only time those words were ever uttered.
Yeah.
John's a big Nasser fan, so.
Marsupial says, so now Jiminy is the big name.
I'm the big name. That's kind of scary. Like my own mom doesn't really even know what I'm doing with this book. So it's like, oh, you're drawing a comic book? It's like, yeah, I told you 20 times.
What are you drawing there? You drawing little characters?
His legs are too big. That's the one thing my mom would always tell me whenever she would see me drawing. Yeah. His legs are supposed to be big. It's Superman. It's like, it looks okay, but his legs are too big. Shut up, Mom. Leave me alone. No, I would never say shut up to my mom unless I wanted to like end up in the hospital. But she would snap my neck.
With good cause.
I know, seriously. She put the fear of mom into me. So. But no, working with Nasser is it's pretty cool. So he's not too annoying. He just pretends to be on the interwebs. So. But hopefully this campaign will do well and we'll be able to do a second issue. We'll see. I mean, I think the plan for Nasser's plan is to next time have multiple people, work on the book instead of just me. So it's like a true anthology in terms of different art styles, which I think would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be pretty awesome. And hopefully that would attract more backers, and we'd be able to pull in more money. That'd be cool. That'd be awesome. Of course, we have to split it more ways, but
Yep. Anthologies don't make no goddamn money.
Yeah, well, artists have accidents sometimes. So if two or three of them happen to fall in front of a train or something,
I agree.
Less people to split the check with.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a bunch of messages on my phone. I'm checking them real quick. I'm not trying to ignore you.
Very popular guy.
No.
Are any of them Rick Piper?
No.
It's middle of the night. It's about time you called.
But yeah. So I mean, crowdfunding books isn't something it's not something you're gonna walk into blindly,
right,
and be successful at,
right? Unless you're Nasser.
No. Isn't that what we're talking about right here? Isn't that what we're talking about right here?
Right. Yeah, but he's done pretty well. For someone who no one really knew of until but again, it's like how popular you are with the people backing you. I mean, Cecil. I mean, I understand why Cecil's done so well. I mean, he's very likable in the streams, so it would be I mean, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool when I think about it. It's like, oh man, that's cool.
When I think about it,
no, it is, because
I'm not saying that there is no room for merit and all that stuff. Because the thing is this: there's a whole bunch of people out there, right? There's a whole bunch of different kind of consumers. There are people that back your book because they like your personality. There are people that back your book because they're creators and they want to get in good with you. There are people that back your book because you put pressure on them and they folded while you were alive. You know what I mean? And
I put pressure on you. You better buy this book.
There are people that are like, this book looks really cool. I like his style. It reminds me of an artist that I liked when I was younger. There's all kinds of people that will back your book. All kinds. The main thing is you need to get in front of as many people as possible. That's the main thing. You have to show as many people that are interested in buying comic books on this sphere that you have a comic book even, and that here it is.
Yep.
Right. I mean, you can go around and like, for instance, and all you do is you're making friends with people that are all like me, right? All under 1,000 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to do very well if you're not getting on anybody's show that's bigger, because the maximum people that I could even expose your book to is the people that are on my live streams or watch the replays.
Right. Yep.
I don't have some sort of other avenue where I'm sharing your stuff. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's it. So the total view count that I get, whether it be like after the stream's over and after a week goes by and the total number of people that watch that thing was like 105.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can get you. I'm sorry.
Right. Yeah. No,
people need to see your stuff in order for them to buy it.
Yep. Trick is how to get those eyes on your stuff. So, but fortunately, Nasser has, he has somewhat of a following. So
he has a name recognition.
Yeah, but I mean, he had name recognition when he left CG, and then people stopped buying his stuff. So
well, yeah, because he didn't leave CG. He left CG and was throwing up middle fingers as he was walking backwards.
Yeah.
You don't recall this?
I remember.
And then not only that, he was telling everybody, if you're CG, if you're still CG, you're a fucking moron.
Oh, stop.
You're a retard if you still like people, if you're still CG.
Oh no.
That's not, Nasser leaving CG wasn't the issue.
Oh no.
But the thing is, Nasser's Nasser. I still back the book regardless, and I'm CG.
Yep. Thanks for backing the book. I appreciate it.
It just is what it is, I don't care. I can very easily separate the artist from the art.
I never. Yeah, I don't. I back books because the books look good. I don't care if you're CG, if you're not CG, if people in CG hate you. I don't care. Because I'm buying the book for me. I'm not buying the book for anyone else. So if a book looks interesting to me, the art looks good, if the writing seems interesting enough, I'll buy it. So I really don't care. Because there's so many great books out there that for me anyway, as a comic book fan, I don't have the time or energy to be sort of I don't know if you call it boycotting or to be picky about the personalities of the people making the book. I just want a good read. I want to be entertained for a good 10, 15, 20 minutes and get my money's worth.
That's one of the big grievances of people in CG is that they don't like the way that they are treated by professional comic book people.
Right. Yeah. Well, that will turn me off. If there's stuff in the book that has nothing to do with the characters, but it's basically just the writer, the artist, like self-inserting their whatever hangups they have, that will kill a book for me. I don't want to read about that stuff. I just want to be entertained, and I don't want I don't necessarily want the outside world interfering with my comic book time. I want to be taken away into a different world, entertained, and then I can go about my business. But when guys at Marvel or DC or whoever start being obnoxious to their customers, to the fans, and things like that. That will make me stop buying their stuff.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm sort of, like I said before the stream, it's like I'm just shut up and draw, shut up and sing. Whatever reason I am following you or am a fan of yours, just do that. I don't want to hear about your complaints about X, Y, or Z that have nothing to do with, pop culture or comics or whatever. If you want to kvetch about that stuff, then do it on your own time. When you're making comic books, that's all I want to hear about. So I'm gonna, that's my one sort of nitpick. So I feel bad because there's so many great artists out there, but I've that I used to follow on Twitter. I just stopped following them because their streams are nothing more than politics and their complaints about politics. It's like I don't want to hear how you feel about Trump, 3 months after the guy's left office. I don't care. I want to see your latest drawing. That's all I want to see. So I've been unfollowing a lot of people the last 6 months. Are you still there? Did you leave? Did you abandon me? You could have. It's possible.
No, I don't know. I hear that a lot, and it's just I hear the same complaints a lot.
Yeah.
Yet, I don't know.
You don't think they have validity or
no?
That's okay.
Because it doesn't pan out when it comes to book sales.
It doesn't pan out when it comes to book sales. You don't think it reduces book sales?
No.
You think people still buy books regardless?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
Like you say, I don't want to hear somebody talking about X, Y, or Z, but the people that talk about X, Y, or Z, apparently a lot of people do like to hear that.
Yeah, but those people buy their books because, I think the reason why book sales in the big two have dropped is because of that sort of stuff. Because they've ticked off enough people that they just stopped buying Marvel and DC. I think that's why Comicsgate became so big, because there are thousands of comic fans that were just sick of constantly being harangued by the creators of the books they bought, and so they said screw this, I'm taking my comic book money and giving it to some other nerd who draws well.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, but what I'm saying is, what I was talking about originally was, do people go onto YouTube and watch people because they want to see, because they're looking at how I color and they want to see how I color or yada yada, or do they enjoy listening to me talk about me, my life, what I like and what I don't like?
I think it might be both, because David Finch, have you seen his YouTube channel?
Mm-hmm.
Is that yes?
Yes, that was yes. Yes.
Okay, I couldn't hear you. But he doesn't talk about anything other than art. But his YouTube channel is very popular because people like his art. I think it just varies from person to person. I don't think he doesn't have nearly the dynamic personality that Ethan has. But when people go to his channel, he gives them what they want. No matter what their politics or their views on whatever social issue is out there, because they're going to him for art, and that's it. So, whereas I guess over the last few years, Ethan's has sort of made himself into someone who you go to for art, but also for his opinion. So, I think it just depends on the creator, what their shtick is to the YouTube audience. Like with Doug TenNapel, he started off, for years he was just a comic book guy, and on his channel, and then when was it, December, he decided to shift gears and start talking about politics, and then his channel just exploded. Went from 17,000 to 450,000 in like a month and a half or 2 months. So, and now he doesn't talk about art at all. No, I don't know. I think I don't know. I wish there was some definite formula to why people watch people's channels or artist channels. I mean, for me, just personally, the reason why I watch people's channels is generally not because of their politics, but because of what they do. Ethan's channel, if Ethan's channel was just him sort of complaining or talking about politics or whatever, I probably wouldn't follow him. I mean, the thing I love most about Ethan's channel is when he's doing drawing live streams, and he does them like once in a blue moon. But when he does, I'm just like, oh, cool, he's doing a drawing live stream. The same reason why I followed Mike or even you. I follow your live streams to see you create art. That's what I like. That's why I like seeing it, and the fact that you talk about other things while you do it is just sort of icing on the cake. It's like, cool, like, he's talking about something interesting, but the reason I'm drawn to you, pardon the pun, is to see you draw. So that's kind of where I personally am when it comes to artists. Anyway, I want to see them create art.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
Good. What's going on in the chat? I've been babbling for quite a while here. I haven't even paid attention. I'm a terrible
drawing
host.
At least.
I am drawing.
No,
trying to get stuff done. You're not watching me draw, John? Thanks a lot.
I'm not. I'm actually drawing myself.
No, thanks for your support.
If I draw when I'm looking at somebody else draw, I start drawing what they're drawing.
Oh, good. Maybe you'll learn something. Oh, Mrs. Dillard is here.
Oh, great. What does she want?
Yay. So you finally have some class when the Dillard family show up. Holy mackerel. I got to go back 10 minutes. I got 14 people watching. This is the most I've ever had. No, not the most, but it's like twice as much as I usually have. I need to have John Dillard on more often. He brings in the fans.
No, because I talk about hot topics. You don't want that.
Hot topics? No. Okay, let's see. Rick is asleep, says Marsupial Gamer. He's a nerd. Imagine that.
Nerds do sleep.
Huh?
Nerds do go to sleep.
Yeah, I sleep till noon if I can help it. Jeff Potts says, I think Nasser burned a bridge with Mike. Yeah, he kind of did. Stupid Nasser. Ray Thulu says, Nasser's persona non grata on Mike's show. Jiminy can chill there, though. Yeah, except YouTube won't allow anyone to shill unless, it's kind of weird now. See, Marsupial Gamer says, did Nasser become popular by being a jerk to CB Cebulski in person? Yes, he did. That's pretty cool, actually. Ray Thula says, we have standing orders to ban Nasser the second he types anything in chat. Really? Wow. Ouch. Didn't know that. Oh, Lady Celtic Moon says, okay, guys, I do have a question. Why do you guys stream so late? You want to answer that?
Yeah, because during the daytime, I have responsibilities. I got kids, and people interrupt me all the damn time. I can't get anything done. When everybody goes to sleep, that's when I can actually get uninterrupted sessions. And the thing is, it's very, very difficult to do some aspects of creating without uninterrupted work.
Right.
So that's why I have a better chance of working uninterrupted when I'm doing it later.
Yeah.
That's my answer. True. I don't know what Jim's answer is. But.
Well, it's partly that. Actually, it's kind of mainly that. I mean, I got into a bad habit when I was in college of working late, and I've always sort of been a night owl. So, like you said, at night there's no interruptions. The phone's not ringing. My wife's asleep. and I can just focus on drawing. So I kind of prefer working at night just because of that. And usually during the day I'm working on other things. So um, nighttime tends to be the best time for me to stream.
Nighttime is the right time.
So that's the primary reason. The downside is that everyone's asleep at night, so there are a lot fewer people who are potential viewers, at least new viewers. When I stream at night, I usually get the same people watching me because they're usually up as well. But if I stream during the day, I'm trying to do that more often, at least like in the late afternoon. Hopefully new people who may not be otherwise be aware of what I do will see me and check out the live stream. So there are definitely benefits to streaming during the day. More people awake, more potential eyes on your streaming and your projects. So
A long answer.
yeah. Let's see. Pope Raven says Dillard's smart, Nasser dumb. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, Jeff Potts left. He says I'm out for the night. Later, guys. Dag nabbit, I missed it. Bye, Jeff. Bye, Jeff. Take care.
Because
Mark,
of your attentiveness to your chat.
I'm sorry.
You missed it because you're not being attentive to your chat.
I know I'm a terrible host. I'm horrible. Mark Anthony says I agree. Illustration by design. About what? I'm not sure what I said.
I think he agrees that he likes Reptile from Mortal Kombat.
Ah, yes. Your wife says you all sound very not clicky. Interesting.
What does that mean?
Marsupial Gamer says same with Larry. Nobody cared that he's never been CG until he decided to start screaming at his own customers and calling them names. Interesting. Vic asks if I'm drawing a kneecap. Yes, I am. I'm drawing a kneecap. Joseph Bakir says, that's why I'm here. I'm personally offended by the idea I'm barred from a career I want because I'm white, male, and don't agree with the Rex Populi. Ooh, he's throwing in some Latin there. I don't even know if I pronounced it correctly. I deserve my shot. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, how did you ever try for the majors for Marvel and DC, John?
No.
No. I did for years, and eventually got to a point where I kind of knew I wasn't going to get in, just because at the time you had to you basically had to get work at a convention. You had to go to a convention and show them your stuff, and then hopefully they liked it enough to offer you a job there.
Right.
But it just cost so much money. It took so much time. After about 10 years, I was like, I'm wasting way too much time and money, like chasing a dream that I'm never gonna end up catching. So yeah, at that point, I kind of just like I'm just gonna do advertising work. At least I don't have to drive around like 12 hours to a convention in Atlanta to get people to look at my work.
It's true.
Yeah. Pope Raven says I only back good people like John Dillard. Dang.
That's right.
Hopefully you'll back my book too.
Let me just say something about.
Go ahead, please.
The people that I back, and I'm sure I've told you this before. The people that I back are people that I think are interesting or funny, or they're very, very passionate about their book or about whatever they're creating, whatever story they're trying to tell. If they are 100% for it, they're really gung ho.
Yeah.
I'll back that. And there's a whole slew of reasons why I won't back.
Right.
Like for instance, let's say you're really gung ho about your project. Yet you can't, for some reason, get me excited about it.
Uh-huh.
That means that you probably won't be able to get me excited while reading your book.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
No, I got
you. So I won't, because the thing is, if I'm watching you and I'm not like being entertained,
yeah,
your book's not going to entertain me.
Right.
So why? I'm not gonna back it.
So you're not gonna buy my book? What
I mean, I didn't
are you
want to
trying to
say
say, John?
I didn't want to say that out loud, but yeah,
Yeah.
like
I
I
mean,
need to be the person. What I'm saying is the person needs to sell me
right.
that book because I'm not out there looking to buy books.
Right. No, I completely understand. I mean, I always think back to what's his name, the artist for Marvel and DC. He's famous for like basically copying photographs and doing like realistic paintings of them. I can't remember his name though. Maybe someone in the chat can.
Talking about Alex Ross.
Not Alex Ross. No, he's not as creative as Alex Ross, but he does really good photorealistic paintings. But they're basically like magazine photos that he just like sort of paints costumes onto. I just can't remember his name. But I saw him at a convention years ago, and people were just lined up at his booth. He's selling just thousands of dollars worth of stuff at his booth, and the reason why was because he was just like a freaking used car salesman nonstop. He was like Alec Baldwin and Glenn Ross, ABC always be closing. He was energetic, jumping out from behind his tables, just grabbing like complete strangers, saying, "Hey, have you seen my stuff? Hey, oh man, who's your favorite character? Oh, I got him over here. I got Iron Man. I got Nightcrawler. I got Spider Man," and he was just going nonstop, and it worked. He was so enthusiastic about the stuff he was selling that people who would probably never even give his booth a second glance were pulled in to his booth and like at least buying like $10 or $20 prints of his stuff, and he was just doing that nonstop for 3 days. He got cleaned up. But yeah, enthusiasm from David Fee says Adam Hughes. No, not Adam Hughes. It's well, right on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember though. But yeah, I mean, if you're an artist or a creator who is enthusiastic about what you are potentially trying to sell to customers, that enthusiasm is infectious. If you people won't get excited about what you're trying to sell unless you yourself are excited, or they might, but you'll get more people to buy it if you are excited and you have an infectious personality that draws people in and makes them equally excited.
This is a really roundabout way of saying I agree, John.
I'm explaining why I agree. So, but yeah, I agree, John.
At least we agree on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I that's why I back somebody. Because if you're cool, you're entertaining, you're telling me a story, and I'm like, I like this story. Then the story in your book, I'm interested in. I might want to read that. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
If you're just sitting there telling me, well, we have this to offer, we have this as a tier. I've been working on this for 25 years of my life, and yada yada. I'm like, I'm sitting there falling asleep. My head's like slipping off my hand because I'm resting my hand on my head on my hand. I'm like, I can't get me excited, dude. What are you talking about? Slow down. Like there are people that have their pitch really practiced and dialed in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I don't even know who you are. Let me get to know who you are. I want you to tell me a damn joke. I want you to tell me a story about something that really inspired you when it came to like artwork and how you became better or something like that. Give me something. I don't want to hear about your tears. I don't want to hear about how you're really passionate about it, but you don't sound it. Give me something. Something to work with. Give me a reason. Because if I spend money on something, I gotta explain to myself why I spent money on it.
You explain to your wife.
I got to explain to my wife what's the justification for what you spent on here. Well, you're not giving me a good reason. You're not giving me a good justification.
Not a baby formula, Dillard. What happened to the money? Well, this really good comic book.
I was like, I saw this comic book. It had fucking zombies, and they had wings, and they had jetpacks, and they were flying at I had to get it. I'm sorry.
That's right. Blame Eric Hawkins. There you go. I had to get Zombie for World of Oz issue 3. It just came out on Monday.
What was I supposed to do? Give me a reason to make a irrational decision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Help me, help you. Just saying, Like if the book looks super dope, like if I'm looking at a book and it has some badass artwork, like like something that might come out of like Rob Willis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, this looks really good.
Yeah.
But that's not enough to make me pull the trigger.
Oh, really?
Really?
Okay. Yeah, good art is enough to make me pull the trigger. I back so many books. I don't even know who the creators are other than their name on the book. But just seeing the artwork, like what was it, Monster MD? I have no idea who. I don't know what the guy looks like or what he sounds like. I have no idea. But I saw the art and I was just like.
But the Monster MD it's one of those things where you see the art is good, but the art also gives you the pitch. It tells you the story.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that kind of works. Like even if the person that did Monster MD was like from Guatemala and didn't speak English, couldn't go out and shill his own book.
Right.
The story kind of shows for itself
from
that. You know what I mean? It's not like you see something like Thomas Moira. And Thomas Moira is a beautiful looking book. Looks fucking beautiful. But I don't see the story. I don't see what's happening. You know what I mean? And the guy is from like Guatemala or something. He can't speak English. So I there's nowhere to go and see what's happening with this book. I want to feel invested in the characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
Which is why I try, when I talk about my book, I try to talk about the Buckler and his friends, so that way when people think about it, they can get the personality in their head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's very difficult. It's hard to just explain a personality without actually seeing it.
Right.
But I endeavor.
Oh, you endeavor. Okay, gotcha. You give it a try. Try your best.
I was drawing this girl.
Yeah.
You see how I have her in the second panel because the light's hitting her so hard?
Hold on 1 second. I gotta walk across the room from my computer. So hold on.
You're a professional artist, Jim. I need your opinion.
There you go. Actually, how about that? Yeah. What about her?
Okay, so in the upper part, I have her with real heavy light on her face because it's at night. They don't want to turn the lights on in their building completely because they run a little like a superhero shop. Yeah. They do it essentially for YouTube likes and sponsorships. So I put her there in heavy light, and I kind of blacked out the bottom of her face a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to kind of, give the impression that it's real heavy light. But when I tried to do that on this page where it's more close up on her face, it looked very weird. So I got rid of it and just kind of did her like that. How can I translate that to this page and not make it look like she has like 5 o'clock shadow?
Which panel are you talking about? The second panel?
I'm talking about, you see the second panel? It works a little bit. The second panel works because she's farther away. Right. You can barely see her. She's in the background. But even here, she looks like she had 5 o'clock shadow, right? But when you back away, it's like, okay, I can see that it's just heavy light. In this one, I can't do that. When I put it on her, it doesn't look like heavy light. How can I do that?
The light is coming from above.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to have the shadows the parts that should be darkest should be under her nose, under her chin, and her eye sockets.
Yes, I am aware of that.
Okay. So right now, you've left the whites of her eyes white. Gray those in. Make the areas inside the domino mask, You need to darken all of it.
Okay, so this is what I'm telling you. I already had done that, but I had to change it because it didn't work.
To your mind. Can you put it back the way it was? Can you hit on
No, I've been working on it for like 20 minutes. I can't put it back.
Should ask me 20 minutes ago.
I can't click back that many times.
Okay, can you make a new layer and then sort of recreate roughly what you had before?
Okay, let me do that.
On top?
Okay, yes, I can do that. Hold on a second.
You do that.
Then call me back. This is basically what I did here. I can do it real fast. Okay.
That dark? That's pretty dark.
Yes, it is.
Wow. Okay, keep going. Let me see.
Okay, so basically this.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. I mean, the shape is good. Okay. All right. The bottom. If you're gonna do that, the bottom lip and the chin should have the shadow removed.
Okay.
So that looks like those parts are being hit by the light. Now, does that work a little better for you?
Not in my head. No, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look good.
Okay, the cheeks, the bottom of the where the cheeks are, try softening that transition.
It makes it look fat.
Yeah, a little. But that's roughly. I mean, you got it close. It's close. It's not. Mm. And also, I would increase have a shadow underneath her. That's good. That's good. I would also have a shadow underneath her nose as well.
There is a shadow under her nose.
Okay, well make it a little more
like this.
But that looks good. I mean, not like that, but the way you had it before, reduced to 50% or whatever.
Because this is how I had it, and I was like, I'm not liking this.
Maybe just lighten it a little. I mean, the actual area it's covering is fine. I think it's just, is that set to multiply or no? What's the layer set at?
Normal.
Try setting it to multiply.
It's on multiply.
Okay, that's better just in terms of the printing, because when you have it set to normal, then it's just black on top of reduced black. When you set to multiply, it blends in with the colors underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't look bad to my eyes. So, what does the chat think? What do you guys think in the chat? Does it look good? Look terrible? Rick has some suggestions for you. He says maybe make the shadow a hairline of the jaw and neck. David Feed asks, what about the right wing of the succubus? Is she missing it? Oh, you're talking about in this picture here? Oops, sorry, you can't see because John Diller's taking up the whole window. Dang nabbit. That looks good, John. I like it. You don't like that?
I don't.
You're very fussy about your own work. I think it looks good. I mean, maybe put a well, you kind of have it there already. You have the rim light on her cheek.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, I'll
What
leave
don't
it.
what don't you like about it?
I'll leave it. It makes her look. I guess. Let me try something real quick. I can see if I
Sure.
can fix it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on a second.
We'll just watch while you do it and point out everything that's wrong.
You know what? I think that did fix it.
Oh, good. What'd you do?
I went to this area here, and whoops. I went to this. Whoops. Nope. I went to this area here, and I blended in the.
Okay.
I raised the shadow higher to make
Uh-huh.
so that the contours of her face were more sharp and less chubby, I guess.
Chubby, yeah. I got you.
I gave her less cheek for the light
Right.
to hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I got you. Good.
Is what I did
I like it. It looks good.
right here in this area.
Mm. Very cool. Ugh. Let's see. Everyone has lots of opinions about your coloring. David Feed asks, "What about the right wing of Succubus? Is she missing it? Are you talking about this image here? Oops, here we go. Here, her other wing is behind her head, her big demon head, so you can't see it. But if you look here, she has both wings. See, there's wing 1, wing 2, and then her little apricot butt. So
that's not an apricot butt. Those look like those balloons that have the rubber bands that you hit that you punch.
She's Satan's punch toy. Let's see.
Well, anyway, let me give her some freckles because she has freckles.
Oh boy, Cross Comics says Jiminy is winging it. Rick Piper and his puns. Yeah, David Feed, if nothing else, just buy the book for this pose right here. That's worth the price of admission alone. So. Oh, Mrs. Diller says that chin highlight needs better blending. Dang.
How would she know? She's terrible at blending her makeup.
Oh my gosh, John.
Got her.
Better be nice.
No, it does actually.
Yeah,
I'm not finished with the drawing.
You're gonna wake up with your eyelids super glued shut.
Stop giving your ideas. Where did you go?
I'm right here. I ain't go anywhere.
You left me.
Do you have any pets?
No.
Oh no.
I don't know.
You don't like animals?
No, not that much.
Not enough to take care of them.
Right.
Not enough to have one in the
we
house.
have a lot of animals, but
Hmm?
I wouldn't say that I like animals or I have pets.
Oh, you do have pets. What kind?
No, I don't have pets.
Oh, you don't have pets. Okay. Did you ever have pets growing up?
Yes, lots.
Oh, what kind?
All kinds.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Too many pets?
Yes, too many pets.
that's that's why you don't like them now.
Yeah, I had everything from horses, chickens,
Wow.
pigs,
Cool.
snakes,
Wow.
iguanas.
Man.
What else? Gee
Family
whiz.
own a pet store? What?
Nah, just like a half an acre.
Cool. That's
My dad
great.
liked his animals.
That's nice.
I don't like taking care of animals, dude.
That's fine. They're a lot of work, like having kids, you know, except they never leave home.
Or when they do leave home, you have to go look for them.
Right. Yeah, seriously. What's going on? Oh, is that Nasser? What the heck? Oh, no, it's not. Yeah.
Okay, I think that panel.
Hmm?
My wife is telling me to shut up because she needs more brushes, and that's my fault. But we have like right here, right now. There's a miniature horse. The other miniature horse in one of the windy days, got out. I had to go look for it.
Oh,
It was a big old thing.
yeah.
There's some goats here. There's about 18 goats. There's two new baby goats that just been born. None of them are mine though. They're all her father's.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Um, though I do have to go and do the weeding and sometimes clear out the pens of all the shit and all that. But because they're not mine, I can be like take my sweet time with it because it's not my problem.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah.
it shouldn't be my problem,
Well, you married her, so it is your problem.
right?
That's cool. That's great. Yeah, I don't have any pets. I would love to have a dog though one day.
When I was young, I had a little dog named Edgar.
Oh, neat.
And my parents gave it away while I was at school,
Oh man.
and I was like, "Where's my dog?" And they were like, "Yeah, we really don't need another dog around here."
Oh, nice.
So
Poor Edgar.
you guys are monsters.
Oh, seriously.
And after that, I was kind of like, "Yeah, you guys can have your animals, and I'll help you take care of them, but
Oh,
I'm not gonna give you."
traumatized you. Scarred you for life.
No, I mean, I've had pets after that. I've had dogs and stuff.
Mm.
But none of them that I would say were mine. Because even after I was younger, like whenever there was a new animal in the house, it was always not mine. It was somebody else's.
Oh, really?
I would not claim it, even if I spent more time with it than anybody else.
Uh-huh.
I still wouldn't claim it.
You want to be hurt again.
Mainly the responsibility I didn't want.
Yeah. The closest we ever got to having a pet, I mean, we never had a dog or a cat growing up, was when I was, how old was I? I was probably 2. My brother was about 4. And my parents got a husky puppy. And I mean, it's probably, again, it's probably because of the trauma. It's probably why huskies are my favorite dogs. My parents brought the puppy home, and the puppy ran up to my older brother, who was 4 at the time, and started jumping on him because he's a puppy. She was all excited. My brother started crying. He got scared by the puppy. So my parents took the dog and gave it to our next door neighbor. So the whole time we were growing up, like our neighbors had this awesome dog, and I found out years later that it was originally ours, but if it weren't for my stupid brother, we would have had the dog ourselves. So,
as if you needed more reason to hate your stupid brother.
Yeah, dagnabbit. That jerk. So, yeah. That was the closest we ever got to actually having a real pet. Yeah, we had like goldfish and stuff, but those aren't pets. Those are just like, it's nothing. So yeah, so I've always wanted a dog. Because I really love dogs, and but I live in an apartment building that no pets allowed. So one day I'll have a house with a backyard, and we'll be able to hopefully get a dog. That'd be cool. I won't let my brother over and play with him.
Don't let him over.
I won't. He'll ruin things again like he did the first time. So.
All right, let me draw her little earring here, and then I'm gonna call this panel finished.
Joseph McKeever says he was away for a while helping his mom. He wants to know if we talked about the ash can.
What ash can?
Is that your ash can? I assume it is.
I don't believe so. I don't know what he's talking about.
What ash can are you talking about, Joseph?
Or is he talking about the ash can that me and him are going to be working on?
Maybe. Are you guys working on an ash can? What is it? What's it about?
Well, he's the writer, and he hasn't finished the story, so I don't know.
What? Is that the secret project?
No.
Oh.
But it's essentially in the book, The Buckler. There's a totem that gives the Buckler his extraordinary powers towards the end, the lightning powers that he has. That totem is sort of like you ever seen the Last Crusade?
Yeah.
And there's a group of people who protect the Grail.
Right.
They don't
Knights Templar.
Right. Well, there's a group of people that protect that totem, and they do not want the Buckler to have it.
Oh, okay.
And so one of their representatives comes to take it from him by force, and it doesn't work well for him.
Oh, cool. That sounds cool. That sounds interesting. So did Joseph write that, or what?
Yeah, he wrote it.
Oh, he wrote it. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So nice. I'm gonna add some. I'm getting really close on these pixels here. I don't know if I can.
Zoom in more.
Right there. That should give it a little bit of a diamond look, right?
Yeah, no, looks good.
Okay.
Oh, dang, an earring? Holy mackerel, you're really, what the heck? John.
What?
No one's ever going to see that when it's printed.
Well, I'm printing it giant size. What are you talking about?
You're printing it billboard size?
That's right. Well, when the whole page is finished, there you go.
Oh, man.
Let me see where you're at on the how you're showing me. Okay, so if you're watching this on a computer screen, Jiminy Cricket's live stream, this would be about maybe right there. This would be about the size that you'd be viewing it.
Right.
I think it works. That little bit of color in the earring.
Okay. Now, who's your? You've already figured out who your printer is for the Buckler, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Are they local or are they?
No, let's mix them.
No.
What?
Are they local?
Mixum is the printer.
I don't know who they are.
Oh, well, they're not local.
Okay.
But they'll get shipped. Whatever. I haven't heard any problems from anybody else, and all of my files are all set up for the print. The size of them, anyway, are set up for them. So
okay, good.
It will be that.
All right. Now I'm trying to think of what to work on next. The part I'm scared about working on are these heads. I'm going to leave those till last. I want to mess everything up more than I already have. So
Johnny Dingleberg says, "Pay Jason."
Yeah. Hopefully I'll get paid one day. One day I'll get paid. Buy the book. That way I will get paid. So ultimately I get paid by you guys by buying the book. So please go to secret-comics.com and help get me paid. You guys don't back the book, Nostra can't pay me.
I'm like Spider-Man. I'm like, I fail to see how that's my problem.
If I don't get paid, Nasser doesn't get this art. How about that?
Yeah. Still wondering.
You want the book printed? Pay me. Get me paid. Huh. Let's see. Yeah, drawing comic books is harder than I thought. I need to.
Whatever could you mean?
It's just a lot of work. A lot of freaking work. I'm not. I don't know. I. Hmm. Over the years, I've realized that you have to like really, really, really love drawing comics in order to draw comics, because it doesn't pay that well, and it's a lot of work for little pay. So I don't know. It's a good thing I enjoy it. I enjoy drawing so much because if I didn't, I probably would not be doing this for a living. Because it's not exactly the most. If you're like a lawyer or or a doctor, at least you're compensated even if you hate the work or it's not the most fun. You're compensated by like hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. That helps make up the frustration and the headaches of it. But
I love it. I can't get enough of it. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I really do not. Actually, I'm like, this is great. This is the funnest thing. This is way better than any job I've ever had.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I wish that I could make it a job.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's the fact that I do enjoy it so much. That's what makes it worthwhile for me, because drawing a comic book is more than like just a series of like pinups and stuff. It's like having to actually know how to tell a story and make it interesting to the people reading the book. It's
I agree. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's tougher than I thought it would be before I actually
than a $2 steak.
Than a $2 what?
It's tougher than a $2 steak.
Yeah. It's tougher than I thought it would be when I was just a comic book reader, because when I was a kid, I would like I'd pick up like we were talking about John Romita Jr. before.
Oh, I hate John Romita Jr.
Yeah, I know, me too. No offense to John Romita Jr. fans, but like his artwork isn't the best. So I like in high school, I would take his X-Men books and I would like redraw the pages because I thought they were so poorly drawn. I was like, I would say, hey, I can draw better than this. It's like, and I'm only 14. I can draw better than John Romita Jr. So, but then once I started actually sending in my stuff to comic book companies, and I kept on getting rejection notices, and they would like point out, it's like, well, you need to like have backgrounds. They can't be like figures. And I started thinking, it's like, but I hate drawing backgrounds. It's like I hate drawing cars. I just want to draw like.
I can't hear you. Hello? Jason?
It did go out.
I can hear you now.
Can you hear me, John?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry, I think my internet was going out, so I apologize. I got some spotty internet. Let's see. All right.
Well, Jim, I have to go.
Okay.
It's midnight, and I got to get some sleep.
Okay.
I got a big day ahead of me tomorrow. Tomorrow, I have a lot of physical labor I got to do. So,
Oh, man.
but yeah. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
I apologize for the spotty internet and for maybe not being the best host, but I appreciate you coming on and keeping me company.
Of course, anytime.
Yeah.
So if I'm available, of course I will come on here and keep you company.
Okay. Cool. Don't be surprised if I send you another invite sometime.
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
Well,
John,
you guys, make sure everybody watching now, make sure to go and subscribe to my channel. I could use subscribers. And also, my channel is called Dillard Draws on YouTube. I can't drop the link because that sort of stuff doesn't work right now. But and also check out a video called the Boomerang Box if you want an opportunity to win some free prizes.
Yeah, and also back his book, The Buckler, on Indiegogo. Go to Indiegogo.com and type in The Buckler, Buckler.
That's right. Thank
you.
Check
it out.
I'll see you later.
Okay, take care, John. Have a good night.
Bye.
Okay, well, that's John Dillard. I want to thank John for coming on. I appreciate it. Thanks for helping at least make the live stream a little more lively and not quite as boring as it usually is with just me alone. But hey, Lady Celtic Moon is leaving too. Hey, you have a good night. All the cool people are taking off, but I appreciate you hanging out, Lady Celtic Moon. Let's see, what else did I miss in the chat? Oh, wait. Marsupial Gamer says Mortal Kombat is on in 9 minutes. Does it come out today? On Friday? It might. I had no idea. Interesting. Hey, Yash is here. How you doing, Yash? Good seeing you. It says lamb and rice rocks. Eating that right now. Oh, good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, if you haven't already bought the book, Yash, go and buy it now because it's less than a month left before the campaign ends. And I'm working on page 13 right now. I'm jumping around the book trying to get it inked and completed. So make sure to go to secret-comics back the book. Hope you're doing well. But I'm gonna play some music. And I'll be here. How much longer will I continue drawing? I started at 1 o'clock. I'll be on for, I guess, another hour. So this will be a little longer than my usual hour-long live stream. So hang out, ask questions, have a drink, chill. So Yash asks, are y'all funded? Yeah, we got, Nasser reduced the funding limit to $500 this time instead of the $6,000 previously. So we funded the first night. We are at, actually I'll put it on screen so you guys can check it out. I don't know if anyone else has contributed, but let's see. Right now, or last time I checked, we were funded to the tune of $5,236 with 201 backers. We got 26 days left in the campaign. So let me refresh it, see if we got any more backers. And nope, not yet. So right now we are currently at $5,236, which is good. But we're trying to get more backers, and the more backers we have, the better we can make the book. And so that's where we are at this point. We have a little less than a month left. So that's where it stands. So slowly but surely, we're getting there. We're going to try to get, as many backers as we can before the end. I guess it's the middle of, or towards the end of May, and then if we hit stretch goals, then we will add that stuff to the book. And we would, ideally we'd like to get it to a point where we can, raise enough money to at least partially fund the next book if we do a second issue. So, but we'll see. Time will tell. Yash says, was watching the movie A Simple Plan the other day. Great movie. Have you seen it? I don't think I have. I don't think I've seen that movie. I've heard of it. I've heard the name anyway. What is it about? Maybe I have seen it. I'm just not tying the name with the film.
I mean the kind of music men come or whistle when they feel on top of the world.
Yash says it's has Bill Paxton and Billy Bob Thornton in it. It's how they find a bunch of money in a crashed plane in the wilderness. No, I didn't see it. I never saw it.
I mean the kind of music men come or whistle when they feel on top of the world. And gentlemen, one of the many things that give you that liftoff feeling is the pleasure of being well dressed.
One of the best movies ever. They don't make movies like that anymore. I highly recommend it. Okay. I will keep it in mind. I've seen it like 20 times. What the heck? Dang. Okay. I'm trying to think of a movie I've seen 20 times. Maybe The Wizard of Oz. That's only because it was on TV like every year.
Bring up the boys, man. Tell them meet me at Pine Creek Forest. Lion beef head roasting round. Beef Ellen's been kidnapped. Tell the boys to ride. Clear out now, buddy. There's the fine beef payroll.
One Hour Photo is another great movie. That's the one with Robin Williams, right? Yeah, I'm not. There's certain types of movies that I'm not really inclined to watch. It's just like sort of psychopath type creepy movies. I don't really. Yeah, it's right. Robin Williams is like a psychopath who works at a photomat. I'm kind of. I mean, he's a great actor. I mean, he's perfect for that type of movie. But it's not the type of movie that I would be inclined to watch. I get too unnerved by that stuff. I say this as I'm drawing a horror comic, which is yes, I know the irony, but yeah, I'm not. Despite the fact that I'm drawing a horror comic, I'm not the biggest fan of. I don't mind horror, but it has to be sort of like supernatural horror. How should I put this? It can't be believable or realistic horror type stuff. I don't like slasher movies, and I don't like I like werewolves and vampires and stuff like that. That's the type of stuff I enjoy when it comes to horror. And when it comes to more realistic topics in horror, it's too realistic to me. Like I never liked Hannibal Lecter, that sort of stuff. It's just it's too believable. Yash says it's nothing compared to a movie called Terrifier. That movie is definitely over the top. Oh, okay. I probably won't watch it. Man, there's four people left. Oh wow. Everybody, thank you for hanging out with me and sticking around. Um, I want to thank John Dillard again for coming on, because he definitely uh, kept people's interest. He's a really cool guy. So thank you very much, John, for spending part of your evening with me and keeping the conversation going. So Yash, does this look okay? Am I screwing this up? I think it looks okay. Yash says it looks good. Okay, good. If you don't like it, I can start over. I can tear this page up and do something completely different. He said maybe some more shading. He said I like a lot of shading in black and white comics. Yeah, I'm trying to incorporate more shading in I mean, especially with a horror book, a black and white horror book, you have to have a lot of shadows. And also, even after I finish inking it, I'm still going to put gray tones on it. So it is in process. Hey, John, how you doing? John Dillard's still here in the chat. Once you left, everybody left, John. The party ended. We went from 14 people watching to 4. Now to keep John Dillard in my pocket like a lucky charm. The last episode is available for Falcon. Okay, cool. Thanks. Let me know what you think. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's 3:23. So I'm guessing that it launched at midnight California time, Pacific time. That's my guess.
What you get in a hi-fi set is best described as present.
Is Rot Body Zombie variant cover the blue zombie cover? Blue zombie. There's only one cover with a zombie on it, so that's the Rot Body cover. It's basically the zombie version of the writer, Nasser Rabadi. He's called him Rot Body instead. So there's a Screaming Girl cover, which is the zombie cover, which is the variant cover.
15,000 times per second are mostly missed by the human ear. These pulsations are referred to as cycles and are counted so many percent. Thus, the number of cycles per second in a given sound are described as its frequency. Are you with me? Now watch while I sing a low note. Well, as the record plays, the needle wiggles at the right number of cycles per second, which have been recorded. Now this creates electrical impulse, which are then boosted by this amplifier, and then pushed out through that speaker in the form of sound waves. And I suppose that the bigger and better the speakers, the higher the pie. If you don't mind if that's fun. Well, I just don't want you to get the idea that merely by adding a big speaker to an ordinary record. What you get in a hi-fi set is best described as presence, a feeling of life and nearness in the music. Once you've heard high-fidelity reproduction, you'll be hard to satisfy with anything
Oh man, Yash, thank you very much. Yash just backed it for $25. Both covers, free shipping. Awesome, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I'll try not to mess up the art on the book now. I was going to, but now that you backed it, I can't. So before I was going to make the book look terrible, but now that you have supported it, now I'm forced to actually make it look good. Drat. I was hoping to punk everyone and fool them into backing a book that was going to look just terrible. But unfortunately, now I am forced to actually put some effort into it and not put in shoddy work. Yash says no problem. Actually, this has been fun for me. Working on this book has been good because it's forcing me to try things that I usually don't really put a lot of effort into when I draw, like shadowing. I don't really focus on shadowing when I draw, and it's something that I know that I should. When I see other artists do really cool shadowing, I always admire it, but I just tend to shy away from it in my own work because it's something that's I find tricky and difficult to do well. But this book, because it's a horror book and it's black and white, it's sort of forcing me to keep all that stuff in mind, which again is good for me. It's helping me get better at it. So Yash just brings up like the best illustrator in terms of horror, Bernie Wrightson. Yeah, Bernie Wrightson was all about shadowing. Yeah, he was, which is why he was the best, to my mind anyway. I mean, a lot of great horror artists, but Bernie Wrightson was just like the king of horror. Great, phenomenal artist. All right. Yes, that's why stuff looks so good in black and white. Yeah, I know. Let's see. Hmm. 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 Hmm.
The records are right in the cabinet.
Well, is it okay with you, sir? Sure, kids. Go ahead. Well, thank you.
Pick something groovy, Alex.
All right. Yash says he did a pretty good job on Frankenstein. I'll give it a pass. He did a pretty good job on Frankenstein. Yeah, it's just pretty good. It wasn't great. It was just pretty good. David Feed asks, "What's the name of the station you're listening to?" Well, it's not. I'm listening to my iPod. This music is. I think this is. Let me check. Yeah, it is. It's Odd Chap. Odd Chap is a. He's a mixer, a musician, and he's on YouTube. Yeah, just type in Odd Chap, ODD Chap, CHAP, 2 words, Odd Chap, on YouTube. And You can find his music there. Most of it is copyright free, which is why I listen to it during my live streams, because I won't get smacked with the YouTube hammer for using copyrighted material. But he does mixes of electro swing music, which is what I'm playing. So a really cool guy, really great music, and he's been doing it for years. So check him out, Odd Chap on YouTube. You found him, good. Got tons of music. Oh no. Gosh, you're gonna be moving to South Carolina? Your home is going on sale next month. Wow. Um, is it for work or is it just for personal reasons? You have family in the area? No, I think you told me when you were down here that you do have family fairly. You are close to your family. If you move to South Carolina, I think I know you have family down here, but that's good. That's good for us anyway. Well, better chance that we'll see you more often. So that's cool. Hopefully you'll be moving to a big enough place to hold your massive 200-ton dog. Okay, yeah. My brother's in Alabama section, and my parents are in Florida. I want to get out of the liberal West Coast. I understand. I understand. Yash says, I was thinking about Northern Alabama too, but I'm leaning more towards South Carolina. Yeah, I probably choose South Carolina as well. Um, it's I don't know. I don't know. The only thing, I don't know. The thing I like living in Florida, South Florida, and one of the things that I kind of, it's just gonna sound bad, but one of the things I like about it is, during hurricane season, hurricanes rarely hit Florida. They usually either zoom up the coast, the East Coast, and hit South Carolina or North Carolina, or they zoom over to the Gulf of Mexico and end up like smacking like New Orleans and like those areas. So we we missed the brunt of most of the hurricanes that head towards Florida. They usually just like veer in different directions at the last minute. So that would be my hesitancy about moving to South Carolina. South Carolina, I'd be worried about hurricanes like hitting there, because they tend to do that fairly often. But if you as long as you're not like right on the beach, I mean, you're probably pretty safe. I mean, I've lived in Florida for over 40 years, and even though we're pretty close to the beach, I mean, we're just west of 95, so it takes maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes to drive to the beach. I mean, we've never had to worry about anything. So, but South Carolina is a good place to move to. It's a nice place. I mean, it's very easy to go, to Georgia or to North Carolina. I mean, it's a good area. Hmm. Oh, oh, excuse me. All right. Alabama and Mississippi seem a bit more impoverished, but I'm still considering Alabama. Probably not Mississippi. Well, they are more impoverished. So yeah, there's yeah. So consider that. Um, yeah, I mean, I would probably, out of the three, I would probably choose South Carolina, just because I'm a spoiled brat, and I like my creature comforts. So, um, but I have a number of friends who live in Alabama. They love it. So it just depends on where what area you move to. Like anywhere else. North Carolina and Tennessee are more mountainous. Usually, mountains brings about liberals for some reason, unless it's in West Virginia or something. I heard Tennessee and North Carolina are turning liberal. Well, North Carolina definitely is, because North Carolina is, yeah, it has been for probably the last 20 years. It's become fairly left wing. Yeah, a lot like Colorado has over the past quarter century. Tennessee probably. It's just that as they destroy the states they live in, like California, New York, Washington D.C., they start migrating to better states that are run by conservatives. They move there and they start voting the same way that destroyed their own states, and then those states end up slowly becoming liberal as well. So, people who live in North Carolina now, they may have been living in like Washington D.C. and then they've just migrated, like locusts, finding new areas to feed upon. So yeah, that's a problem. I mean, people continuing to vote the same way that ruin the places they're moving from. It's like, don't do that. If you move somewhere else because of the terrible laws and policies of the state you're moving from, don't vote the same way once you move into your new location, because you're moving there for a reason, because it's better than the place you're moving from. And it's better than the place you're moving from because the people who live there didn't vote the way you did. But yeah. It's human nature, unfortunately, not to admit when you've made a mistake, and unfortunately, a lot of people would rather continue making the same mistake rather than change their ways. Like I said, says yes. Liberals run to mountains. Don't know why. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know if they do or not. I mean, my brother-in-law lives in the mountains of Colorado. I don't know that many liberals who live there. I mean, his area tends to be pretty rural. He raises horses and stuff. But who knows? Maybe they do. All right. I think I might. Might work a little more. I'm gonna stop around here because it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning where I am, and I need to work out in pencil how a lot of this smoke and brimstone and stuff is going to be laid out on the page before I start inking it, because otherwise I will completely muck it up. I can kind of visualize it in my head, but I need to lay it down in pencil before, just to be sure, before I finalize it. They tend to like scenery, and they equate mountains with scenery, but in reality, there are all sorts of cool scenery in the world. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I don't know. All right. Okay. Okie dokie. I think that's it for the night. Let me zoom out so you can get a better look at what I'm scribbling here. And move the light out of the way, so, well, you need a light, but maybe not. Is that okay? Can you still see that? There we go. Is it going to be blood on his pitchfork? No. His pitchfork's made of fire. Any blood would just evaporate. There we go. This is it so far. Still inking it. Still in the midst of completing it. You got this little guy down here. He's not having a good day. He's like, ah! But yeah, I'll keep whacking away at it, whittling away at it, and try to get this thing finished. I won't necessarily do it on stream, but I will continue working on it and the other pages. Next time I live stream, I might be working on a separate page. So, just make sure to stay tuned. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications for the next time I live stream. And when you hit the bell, make sure you have it set for all notifications. Yash says, tail is a nice touch and it looks really good. Cool. Well, thank you. Thanks. Like I said, I still need to work on the details and stuff. I mean, it's shaping up good. I like the way it looks in general, but stuff like the faces on his throne here, I need to nail that stuff down. So, but before I go, let me just look at the campaign one last time. I know Yush backed it, which is awesome, and let's see where we are. Let's see. Last time I checked, we were at $5,236. 201 backers. Let me refresh it. Wow, cool. There you go. There's Yash. $5,261 and 202 backers. Thank you very much, Yash. I really appreciate it. That is awesome. It took us one step closer to having a really cool, fantastic campaign. So, everybody, again, if you haven't already, please go down there. Look at that link. It is secret-comics.com. Click the link in the description. Check it out. And thank you again for hanging out with me, keeping me company. Thank you to John Dillard for keeping me company on the stream and for making the stream a lot more fun. And I just want to wish you guys a great night. I will see you guys later. And stay out of trouble. Take care. All right. Bye.